first look at the AccuWeather forecast. Water ready to drink, dive, dunk.
Yes,
all of it.
Sunscreen on and head to the beach. That live look at Asbury Park was spectacular. I'm telling you, that is the place to be on a day like today. Gorgeous live look outside. The sun already up. Sunrise this morning was at 5:24, and we're starting the day with some sunshine. If I can get my graphics to play, there we go. I just needed to press a button. 72 degrees and sunny. That's where we're starting our Saturday morning. 67 in White Plains, a lot cooler in Montgomery at 58. We're at 64 for Somerville and 69 in Toms River. Pleasant conditions. We do have some cloud cover to start the day, but plenty of sunshine ahead as this heat builds. Today, though, still in a pretty nice place. It'll be slightly warmer than yesterday, coming in a few degrees above in the upper 80s, but still not too humid, which means get outside and enjoy it. Tomorrow morning, looks like we could start with some thunderstorm activity sweeping through the first half of the day, and then it's all about the heat. The heat wave begins tomorrow with highs jumping to the 90s, but the dangerous stuff, that seems to arrive Monday into Tuesdays. That's when we have enough humidity that our highs in the mid to upper 90s will feel like the triple digits. We're looking at heat indices 100 to 107, 108 for parts of the area Monday and Tuesday. So we do have some dangerous heat ahead for today. Enjoy it. Yes, it's on the warm side with those highs in the upper 80s, but still should be really pleasant because the humidity isn't too oppressive. This afternoon, we spend it in the 80s under a mix of sun and clouds with mainly dry conditions. We'll talk more about that heat wave ahead coming up. Tony and Michelle.
All right, Danny, thank you so much.
Bring you some cats. Have you guys been doing cats in my absence?
No cats.
No.
I know. So we need to catch up.
Oh, we are all due for some cats.
That's
We're going to start with Cooper here, smiling for the picture. What a sweetie from Margie. Now, this is Cooper's sibling, Colby. I typically don't use two cats from the same family because I try to make sure that everyone has an opportunity. But Colby here is sitting in front of a pillow that is of him and Cooper, the cat we just saw. And I just felt like I needed to introduce you to both cats so you had context for how fabulous those pillows were. We also have Amani here. Desiree said Amani is praying for better weather. And you know what, today I think we're doing that. It's really nice out there. Our temperatures are going to end up a little bit warmer than yesterday with highs in the upper 80s. But it's not too overwhelmingly humid, so that makes highs in the mid to upper 80s feel just fine. A few clouds in the mix for the second half of your Saturday, but mainly dry conditions today. I'm thinking Central Park has the best chance of finally breaking this streak of 8 consecutive Saturdays with rain today. But you got to take advantage now because our attention turns to the intense heat starting to settle in beginning tomorrow through the bulk of next week with our first heat wave of the season expected. I'll have the numbers for you after the break.
Well, finally, happy summer, right?
I know. What in the world? All those people who were like, it's not hot enough.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Here it comes.
Right?
Guess what's happening? It's too hot now.
There's a lot, right?
Summer solstice last night at 10:42, and we're waking up on a Saturday where we will believe it. But you got to take advantage of the weather today because starting tomorrow, highs jump to the 90s, and Monday into Tuesday, it's the kind of dangerous heat that you kind of got to limit your time outside. Where today, outdoor time for sure. We're waking up to some sunshine, some clouds in the mix this morning as well, but it feels so nice. Lindsay Tuckman at the start of the newscast mentioned how pleasant it felt outside, and I'm glad people are taking advantage because, yeah, indoor time coming next week just with how hot these conditions are. Forecast high today, a little warmer than yesterday, but 5 or 6 degrees, a touch above the seasonal average. But what we have going for us today is the fact that our humidity isn't too oppressive, so highs in the mid to upper 80s feel fine when you're not dealing with the soupy air, and that's what we have in store. 5 boroughs starting in the 60s. Well, on Staten Island, let me just rewind. 5 boroughs starting in the 70s for most, but on Staten Island, upper 60s. There we go. 72 for the East Village, 73 in Ozone Park, 74 for Gravesend. Newark starting this morning, mild in the mid-70s already. We are seeing some of our neighborhoods well north and west of New York City in the upper 50s, but out east, mid-60s for Montauk, 70 degrees in Trenton and Wrightstown, same for Islip. Here's where we're heading. Main message today is it is a warm one under a mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky. Our highs make their way to the mid to upper 80s. So zooming back into New York City specifically, looks like 88 today in Astoria, 87 for Bushwick, Jamaica, Queens at 85 today. Forecast high getting close to 80 for Breezy Point and Seaside, Bath Beach at 86. On Staten Island, Annandale 89 degrees over in Jersey. We could hit the 90-degree mark in Newark and Linden and Cranford. So it is a warm one, but without that oppressive humidity, it's not going to feel too uncomfortable outside. But that intense heat is coming. we expect those temperatures to continue to climb significantly into tomorrow with another bump Monday into Tuesday. That's when the dangerous heat arrives. So take advantage of these nice conditions while we have them. Not that today is quite as sunny as it was yesterday. We will still see a healthy amount of sunshine, but clouds will continue to mix in. Futurecast keeps picking up on a few spot showers today. It's nothing widespread or consistent, and I do think Central Park has a really good shot at snapping that streak of 8 consecutive Saturdays with at least a trace of rain. I think most of us stay totally dry today with a light wind, not too humid out there. Overall, great Saturday. As we head into Saturday night plans, no weather worries, but working into tomorrow morning, we could have a few spot storms swing through. This Futurecast model is picking up on quite a bit of activity first thing tomorrow morning. I don't know if it'll be that quite that aggressive, but we could see some spotty storms to start Sunday. And then our attention turns to the heat. It is a quick heat up tomorrow with our highs climbing to the low to mid 90s as that humidity continues to build as well. By Monday, our high temperatures are jumping close to record values. Record for Monday is 96. That's the forecast high. Record for Tuesday is 96. Our high, 98. Those records were set back in 1888. So it has been a long time since we've seen such intense heat this early in the season. It's the reason for those heat alerts that start pretty much across the board tomorrow. Knowing that's ahead, take advantage of today. Looking great hour by hour. Mostly sunny to start, partly cloudy this afternoon. Highs today in the mid to upper 80s. It is a little warmer than yesterday, but not too humid. Can't rule out a stray shower or storm, but it's not anything widespread. Tonight, really comfortable. Our lows are in the 70s into tomorrow morning, and then highs tomorrow noticeably warmer. We're looking at those temperatures making the jump to the 90s, so our heat wave is expected to begin Sunday, but continue Monday and Tuesday. That's when we're seeing the dangerous conditions. The uptick in humidity means it will feel 100 to 105, 110, and then finally the heat seems to let up heading into next weekend. Michelle and Tony?
All right. That red makes it look really hot.
Yeah,
I know.
it is.
Good graphics.
Ugh.
We're warned.
I know, right?
It's been so fun celebrating the 50th
Yes.
anniversary all week, right? And that,
Yes.
what a skill. It's so cool.
crazy.
We're waking up with Lucas here. Found a sunny spot on this Saturday morning. Claudia sent this picture this morning. I thought it was such a cute capture of a upper boy wearing a bow tie. We also have Bella here. I know we also have Frankie the dog, but this is Super Cat Saturday, so we're going to focus on sweet Bella sitting on the couch posing for the picture. Very cute. We also have Mina, and Annette said Mina is the best cat in the entire universe. And you know what? I believe it, looking at Mina sitting so proper on this Saturday morning. Very cute. Thanks for sharing your babies with us. Today, we're waking up to sunny skies, mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions today, and it will be warmer than yesterday, but with humidity still in a manageable place. I think it's a great one to get outside and enjoy because we have some serious heat to talk about. Heat wave begins tomorrow, and it does not let up for the majority of the coming week. Downright dangerous temperatures on the way. I'll have the numbers for you in the AccuWeather forecast after the break.
I just ordered a couple of sundresses because the heat wave's coming.
Come on.
That was my excuse.
You don't have any sundresses?
You got to share pictures. You can't tell us you bought clothes and not.
Right? Hello?
It was just for the heat wave.
You were just
all right.
be safe and smart.
Lady, right, we'll see the haul later. That's it. I love it.
Yes, do that. Okay, heat wave. We
Yes.
got to talk about it. It is going to be serious as we move into the start of next week, but we still have today. And today I'm saying
Beautiful.
get outside and enjoy it, right?
Good.
I want to take you outside on this Saturday morning. Seeing some blue sky, 72 degrees, a calm wind, so it's not nearly as breezy today as it was yesterday, but it's still not too humid, which means our temperatures that end up a touch warmer won't feel too oppressive. Starting in the 60s and 70s in North Jersey this morning, 65 for Franklin, Bridgewater 64, milder in Newark at 75, 68 for Haledon. As we zoom out, Central Park at 72, Islip at 70, a little cooler well north and west, but in Jersey starting very mild in Trenton and Wrightstown, each at 70 degrees. Here is where we're heading. Our highs today should come in a touch above where we landed yesterday by 5 or 6 degrees across the area. So that does keep us above the seasonal average. But the fact that the humidity hasn't started to pump in yet, that is key to making these highs feel totally tolerable. Yes, it's on the warm side, but not warm enough that you need to really plan around the kind of heat. That kind of heat is coming. But today, just fine. 89 in Madison and Bedminster, a high of 90 today in Patterson, Hoboken landing near 89, 88 for Clinton, Hillsborough at 90, Vernon at 87 today. Satellite showing a little cloud cover in this area as we start the day, but dry conditions. And as we zoom out, that's the case across the tri-state area. We can't eliminate the possibility of a spot shower at times today, but most of us stay totally dry. So I'm really hoping we snap that streak of 8 consecutive Saturdays with at least a trace of rain in Central Park. I think we have a good chance of doing that today, although a rogue raindrop can't be completely ruled out. What most of us will see is a mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky, highs in the mid to upper 80s, a light wind, and not too humid of conditions. Great day to get outside, even if it is a little on the warm side. Overnight into tomorrow morning, temperatures stay mild, and then we wake up Sunday morning to the chance for a few spotty thunderstorms to move through. Not quite convinced that it is going to be this widespread, but want to give you the heads up that the first half of Sunday could be stormy in spots. And by about midday, it is all about the heat. We start to see sunshine again as our temperatures really take off, and the heat wave is expected to begin tomorrow. But the humidity still isn't quite oppressive yet. That is where we get as we move into Monday. Oppressive humidity with record highs Monday and Tuesday can be downright dangerous. Monday's high 96, Tuesday's forecast high 98 should beat or tie records that have been standing since 1888. That's why we're saying the dangerous heat really takes hold by the start of next week, but tomorrow, still going to be steamy. Heat alerts across the tri-state area. Those all begin tomorrow because of the heat's coming. Knowing that those temperatures are just a couple days out, you got to take advantage of today, which is a little more tolerable, starting with sunshine, clouds mix in this afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 80s. We cannot rule out a stray shower or storm, but it should be very spotty and not widespread, so still all good for those outdoor plans. Note that it's warmer, but not quite as steamy as what we expect. Tonight, fairly comfortable for the overnight hours. Lows in the mid 70s, that's mild, and then highs tomorrow jump. The heat is on. The heat wave expected to start tomorrow with that forecast high of 94. We could start our Sunday with a scattered thunderstorm moving through. That clears out by the afternoon and gives us a little bit of sunshine. AccuWeather alert days Monday and Tuesday because of the downright dangerous conditions. Air temperature in the mid to upper 90s, but heat indices in the triple digits. Also want to note it's the fact that the overnight hours don't offer any relief. When our lows are in the 80s, your body doesn't have time to recover. So we got to take care of ourselves and make sure to stay hydrated and limit our time outside early next week. That was the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back.